some weird obsession with trying to get rid of anything that Barack Obama and Joe Biden created.
So Donald Trump is getting called out again after sharing another post that many people are calling blatantly racist towards Barack Obama. But this time, the post itself isn't what's getting the most attention. Because according to people who have worked around Trump, these attacks on Obama may have very little to do with politics and a lot more to do with something much more personal. Staffers and former insiders have reportedly claimed that Trump has spent years obsessing over Obama, constantly comparing himself to him, reacting to his popularity, and struggling with the fact that Obama still dominates headlines long after leaving office. And that's exactly why this latest post has everyone looking at Trump's behavior differently. Instead of seeing another political jab, a lot of people think they're watching years of jealousy play out in public. And once you look back at everything that's happened between these two, it's honestly hard to ignore just how personal this rivalry seems to have become. And so the question has now become, why can't Trump just let this beef with Obama go? What's really going on?
Look, you gotta ask him what it is that
The obsession?
The obsession.
I know what it is.
I obviously, have a room in his head.
Rent-free.
So it didn't take long for Donald Trump to spark another controversy, because he just shared an edited image of Barack and Michelle Obama that has people talking for all the wrong reasons. For those who haven't seen it yet, the image showed the Obamas smiling and waving as they boarded an Air Force One that had been digitally covered in graffiti. Phrases like "Yes we can," "Obama," and "BLM," along with Arabic writing that read "Praise be to God," were sprawled across the aircraft. The implication behind the edit was obvious, and that's exactly why so many people immediately accused Trump of trying to push old stereotypes and racial dog whistles instead of making a political point. Now, this would have been controversial no matter who posted it, but because it came from Trump, people instantly connected it to his long history of personal attacks against Barack and Michelle Obama, and that's why everyone's asking the same question right now. Has Trump's obsession with Obama finally crossed a line that even some of his own supporters can't ignore? Now, this post feels so familiar because, if you remember, Trump shared a similar post not that long ago. That earlier post included a video about alleged voter fraud in the 2020 election, but at the very end, it cut to a clip depicting Barack and Michelle Obama as apes while "The Lion Sleeps Tonight" played in the background. The backlash was immediate. I mean, this clip was blatantly racist no matter how you spin it, especially because it had been shared from the president's account. Naturally, the White House initially brushed it off, insisting it was just an internet meme and telling critics to stop what it called fake outrage. But that explanation did not calm the situation. Even several Republican senators publicly criticized the post, and sure enough, it quietly disappeared from Trump's Truth Social account. A White House official later claimed a staffer had mistakenly shared it, and that's when people started looking at all these incidents differently. Instead of treating them as isolated mistakes, the question became, what does Trump really have against Obama, and why is he so pressed every time Obama's name comes up? So this is where things get really personal. At this point, it's hard to believe Trump's fixation on Barack Obama is still just about politics. It looks more like it's about proving Obama never deserved the respect or popularity he received. As you guys probably know, one of Trump's biggest priorities after taking office was undoing Obama's legacy. He pushed to repeal the Affordable Care Act, pulled the United States out of the Iran nuclear deal, and immediately portrayed Obama's presidency as a disaster that needed to be erased. But it goes even deeper than that. Trump really wanted to paint Obama as fundamentally un-American. Before Trump ever entered the White House, he had already built national attention by promoting the false claim that Obama wasn't even born in the United States. But the moment everyone still talks about is the 2011 White House Correspondents' Dinner, when Obama openly mocked Trump's birther claims in front of the political establishment.
Donald Trump is here tonight. Now, I know that he's taken some flack lately, but no one is happier, no one is prouder to put this birth certificate matter to rest than the Donald. And that's because he can finally get back to focusing on the issues that matter. Like, did we fake the moon landing?
And it's like Trump never got over that public humiliation. Every attack since then has kind of been his way of settling the score. There's also the fact that, let's face it, Obama is everything Trump wants to be. Obama left office with high ratings, is still very charismatic and charming, and has an intelligent and beautiful family. Meanwhile, Trump is, well, Trump. Here's the part that really pushed people over the edge. Even after all the backlash, Trump didn't even act like he'd done anything wrong. When asked whether he planned to apologize, he flat out responded, "I didn't make a mistake."
A number of Republicans are calling on you to apologize for that post. Is that something you're going to do?
No, I didn't make a mistake. I mean, I look at a lot of thousands of things, and a looked at the beginning of it. It was fine.
The story he was running with was the same one from the White House. It was just an error. But we saw what we saw, and we know what it means. The gaslighting had stopped working, and the reaction online was brutal. One person wrote, 47 is jealous as hell of Obama. He wishes he could be as respected and beloved as him. And then this other person went nuclear, saying maybe he should spend less time posting fake stuff than actually governing the country, and he wouldn't have to be blaming Obama for his own failures as a president. And that's how you know we've all had it up to here with Trump's posts. To a lot of people, every post about Obama says more about Trump's resentment than it does about Obama himself. But here's the part that's making this story even bigger. The racism itself isn't surprising to many people anymore. It's how many people suddenly stopped looking past it. For the first time in a while, even some longtime Trump supporters seem uncomfortable defending what they're seeing. And that's opened up a whole new conversation. Instead of focusing only on Obama, people are asking whether these constant attacks are really about distracting everyone from Trump's own presidency. Every time criticism starts building around his administration, another Obama post seems to appear. And at this point, it's becoming too predictable to ignore. And right now is just not a good time for Trump's core to be asking these difficult questions. We're all seeing those ratings go down in real time because Trump hasn't really fixed any of the things he promised to fix. And with the midterms approaching, people are wondering how all of this will play out. Even Trump's allies are reportedly worried that keeping the spotlight on personal grievances instead of current issues could end up hurting him more than helping him. And if that's already becoming the conversation inside his own political camp, what happens if the attacks on Obama only get more personal from here?